Hey kids, and welcome to the show. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about the scary world of geopolitics. And I want to tell you guys, I don't know anything, okay? I have not had a security clearance in over 20 years. Nothing I'm about to say has any basis in fact. All it is my opinion, and some of it's a little scary. So, let's move forward. We know that we've just exited Afghanistan, and it was a big cluster mess of stuff when we exited. I'm mad. My brothers and sisters in arms are mad. There's a lot of people mad. But we have to look at everything on a global scale. I'm glad we're out of there. I'm glad we're out of there. We need to get everybody else out of there. But let's move forward. Why are we moving all our troops out of Afghanistan? Well, number one, there's nothing there for us to do except train other people, and we just can't do that. That's not why we're there. The exit sucked, but we need to be out. All right, number two, we need those troops. I promise you, all that equipment that was left there is obsolete, okay? It's expensive, but we're talking obsolete equipment. The stuff that we have now is freaking amazing. The stuff we have now is super expensive, and we require some pretty intricate things. We need stuff like copper and silver and platinum and all that. And why is that? Because we have this new battleship, and I don't want to try to say its name because it's kind of a funny name, but boom, here's a picture of it.
Hey guys, normally I don't break in during editing, but I've got some Navy buddies that will get really mad at me if I don't correct it and say that it is not a battleship, it is a destroyer. So back to the video, thanks.
Pretty cool battleship, right? This thing is capable of looking like a little fishing boat on radar. The rounds for this thing are $800,000 a piece. Every single time it fires this round, it's almost $1 million because, you know, fuel and all that. It costs $1 million to fire this, boom, one shot. 60-mile range, GPS. You could put a cell phone in somebody's pocket and that rocket will go up their butt. Pretty cool rocket, but it's expensive. And we don't have a whole lot of stuff to blow up in Afghanistan. We've already blown it all up. All right. So, why are we getting our troops out of there? Why are we moving things? Why is Vice President Harris in Southeast Asia? Well, look at a map. She's in Singapore. She's in Vietnam. She spoke in Vietnam today. And I dropped my notes somewhere. Oh, you're there. The U.S. has just signed a 99-year lease in Hanoi for an embassy. We just abandoned an embassy and we signed a 99-year lease on another embassy. All right. The reason we signed a 99-year lease and we didn't buy the place is because you can't own land. You can only lease it from the government. So yeah. So it's exciting. We have a 99-year lease in Hanoi. So we're just going back. Now, we have Guam, we have the Philippines, we have all that there in the South China Sea. And right next to China is this little island called Taiwan that wants to be its own country, claims to be its own country. Even some U.S. presidents have declared its own country. China says no. Taiwan is not its own country, it's part of Taiwan. We're an ally with Taiwan. We have territories in the South China Sea, in Guam, in the Philippines. China is doing some stuff. All right? That's it. They're moving into Afghanistan. They're moving all over the world. They're doing the Belt and Road Initiative. This is not conspiracy stuff, guys. This is the truth. China is going all over the place. They just are. When Corona first hit, China asked for PPE. All those little shipping containers that were coming over here with PPE for us, had those shipping containers go right back. Taiwan is basically Silicon Valley West, is what I think Steve Bannon calls it. And what that means is all of our chips and stuff for our cars and toasters, cell phones are basically coming from Taiwan right now. They're not coming from China, because China's holding all that stuff for itself. So we are positioning ourselves to protect Taiwan. And we are positioning ourselves to protect the Philippines, Guam, and the cluster that was getting out of Afghanistan is because we're not doing crap there, and there's some serious stuff going on in the South China Sea. It is going to be scary, guys. There's a lot going on, and there's some crazy stuff out there. All right, so here's the next one, the January 6th Commission. They have released a list of people that they want to subpoena all their communication records for. You know, there's people like Alex Jones on this list. If you don't know who Alex Jones is, he is a guy that takes like little studies and blows them out of proportion. Like he yells, "They're making the frogs gay," and it's just literally a study that they did where they actually were having, you know, like the Jurassic Park thing where they turn male to female. Anyway, he takes stuff and makes all these big claims out of them, and people are like, "There's no way that's true." And then when they go to fact check them, there's just a little piece of truth there. And he's made a lot of money doing that. He's made a lot of freaking money doing it. And that's just the way Alex Jones is. God bless him. He's making a lot of money. But they're going after some other people on that list, like journalists and other, like Vice President Pence. And the list looks like an enemies list. It just does. And I hope I'm wrong. I hope that we're not about to see some bad warfare with China. But if we are, let me tell you what you need to worry about. First off, every computer device, every camera, everything that we have in the United States, this camera that I'm looking at was made in China. And if it's turned on, they can see us. So I don't know about you, but I think if the crap hits the fan, I'm gonna turn my cell phone off, maybe get a hammer to it. But I'm not scared, but I am aware that the Chinese government can just shut down our country. They can shut down the grid, they can shut down the pipelines, they can shut down all of our cell phone services. So, are you ready? So, doom and gloom, doom and gloom, doom and gloom, doom and gloom. But here's the good news. Hasn't happened yet. It hasn't happened yet. And I am just a dude sitting in a room talking to a camera, and that could be dead wrong. However, keep your ears open, keep your eyes open. There's a lot of stuff going on, and when they say the pen is mightier than the sword, they are correct. Problem is, the pen now is basically the internet, and people are shutting their enemies down. Until next time, work hard, be kind, have fun.